$100 billion.
Today, Apple is announcing that it will invest $600 billion, that's with a B, in the United States over the next 4 years. That's $100 billion more than they were originally going to invest. And this is the largest investment Apple has ever made in America and anywhere else. And it's just an honor to have you. As you know, Apple's been an investor in other countries a little bit. I won't say which ones, but a couple. And they're coming home. $600 billion. It's the biggest there is. The company is also unveiling its ambitious new American manufacturing program, which will bring factories and assembly lines across our country all roaring to life. Areas that were not doing so well are doing very well. We have about $17 trillion coming into the United States, which is more than ever before. That's never even come close. There's never been anything like it. Even you, that's even a lot of money for you. But we have commitments of more than $17 trillion. That was as of a couple of weeks ago. These investments will directly create more than 20,000 brand new American jobs and many thousands more at the Apple suppliers like Corning, Broadcom, Texas Instruments, and Samsung, who all deal in that world.
All right, he was getting boring. Slim, do you feel like Apple's jobs is going to help Americans bringing jobs back? How do you feel about the Apple deal?
You rather watch that Uncle Doodle Doo? Come on, bro. Yo, listen, my boy providing. He doing what he doing, man. I don't even know if that was something that basically went by him. Maybe Apple did that on their own. No matter how it plays out, man, that's a step forward for the country. That's a step forward for the people. There's more jobs going to be created. So that's just what I see. I mean, that's what I expected from the Brody, man. Like, to be G with you, like, through all the smoke and mirrors, I just expected him to do his job, how you move. And, yo, he letting people know he talking his shit, yo. Like, $7 trillion. That's more. He looking at everybody. Yeah, more than even you. Yeah, what up? I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, salute. That's just what it's about. Keep going. Shoot. Let's get 30 trillion back into the United States. What's popping? I'm down.
Is this a W for Trump, Doc?
It could be a win. I would have to take a greater look into, how they're giving the money, what he's allocating it to. How much of the country did he sell them for that money? You know what I mean? Like, what percentage of his soul do they get for that little, what I'm saying, chunk of change? You know what I mean? So I had to check on that, because everybody knows nothing in this world is free. So nobody is giving Trump money. Ain't nobody never gave me no money. So ain't nobody giving Trump nothing. You know what I mean? So
I'll give you $1 if you want to get given $1.
You know what I mean? You see what I'm
Then
saying? So
you can say you can't say that.
Nah,
I'll
it's too
give
late.
you $1.
I need more than $1. You feel me? Yeah. But
don't be greedy now. I offered to give you something. Shit. See, that's why you ain't got nothing.
You see what I'm saying? So it just depends on, what's the contingencies on the money, because I mean, of course they shook each other. I mean, if it's something that America can stand and we need the money, and it's something that, you know what I mean? Because he has to give them something. I'm not ignorant to that. And if it's worth it, I think he should. You know what I mean? The juice worth the squeeze. So that's just, because everybody's getting money from somewhere. So it just depends.
Well, before Ken and Heaven respond, I'll play their first ad, and maybe it'll give us some insight on it. All right. Oh, let me remove one of these. Well, it really didn't say much, but that's the ad they made for Trump. And Chris has said the exact same thing you're saying. So what's the trade-off? So, Ken, what do you think the trade off is for Apple and Trump?
What's the trade-off? That humans won't be working those jobs. Apple is a technology company. So just because they built the plants here, I don't see a mass of human beings working those jobs. Apple's a technology company, so why wouldn't Apple program technology to work the technology? That just makes more sense. If anything, it'll be some skilled individuals managing the technology, but like an entire workforce, I don't know about that. I don't see that. Just I don't see that. And to add to that, so I think the average American needs more financial literacy, like jobs. That's cool. It's the problem still remains. People go to work and still live check to check. They don't know what to do with a dollar. They don't know how to invest their dollar. They don't know about life insurance. They don't know how the economy works, right? So everybody can have jobs, but the problem still remains of we're bad with money, right? So if there was some type of education and stuff like that. So I don't, but to answer the question, I don't see a bunch of people working these factories. I live in Arizona where there's self-driving cars running around and there's Amazon drones dropping packages. And on the college campuses, there's little robots that deliver your food, right? So I don't see that. I don't see a bunch of people being pushed in the workforce. I don't see that.
For sure. Heaven, I know you always going at Trump. So is Trump bringing jobs back? Is this a trick? What do you think?
I'm not going at Trump. When math doesn't math, I ask questions. That's all. Because it don't matter if it was what's her face in there? Miss I'm just gonna run this quick campaign and dip out and ready to bug. Wherever she at. Like either one, they was both terrible. Um, I digress. They took our money from healthcare and food benefits to build a fucking ballroom. You think they're doing anything for us? They have plants that are poisoning the air in Memphis. Do you think they're doing anything for us? Does Flint have clean water? Do you think they're doing anything for us? I don't care who it is up there. Every single one of them needs to get out because none of them are doing what's needed to be done for the people based off the oath that they all took. I got it out for every single one of them. I'm definitely on a list somewhere. Um, but it's no. What are they going to do for us? They're taking everything away from us. They're taxing us more and giving the tax breaks to the ultra wealthy.
For sure.
They like it's affecting local communities that the Department of Education was cut. There's a high school that is just for children with special needs that are further than what the schools can handle. And they had to shut that school down because they no longer have the funding. So they had to put in another high school.
For sure.
It's affecting communities, but they can take all that money. I think it's just because he's upset about the jobs report and the lady he fired. So he had to have something to like bounce back off of. The jobs report, that was a lie. And we're bringing things here, but also the tariff on chips, making it impossible, or the ban on imports of chips or whatever he has going on, making it impossible for Apple to even produce outside of the United States.
For
So they
sure.
have to start producing here.
I want to do this last story for